Hello and welcome back to another videos, and today we're gonna do some testing with Iron Knight's evolution. One of the oldest hero finally got the evolution, so I'm kind of curious on how this gonna be. And today beside me here is Angel Hawk. He's gonna lend me the hero for the purpose of today's video. So a big shout out to Angel Hawk, really appreciate the help. And without further ado, let's get into the video. First of all, let's see the good old Iron Knight with the latest patch from the game itself. First of all, 4-hit basic, and notice that the recent reform makes all hero move forward a bit in each hit. And then next is the Holdy, a feint, useful for quick combos, and Air Holdy, which is also a feint, and then 2-hit dash, and the second hit will launch, and then the weapon skill itself. Alright, now this is how the weapon is gonna look in the first evolution. To be honest, I dig the style. It reminds me of the Iron Knight from the China Saga. Looks super nice. And enough with the visual, let's get started with the first evolution. First of all, your first hit on the dash attack now instantly stun your enemy. This is a big change because it's super quick for an instant stun. To be honest, liked it. And you still can chain it into the second hit for a launch. So overall, a nice change for this one. Next is the Air Holdy. When you normally hit someone with the Air Holdy, it's just gonna feint them like usual. The changes happen when you hit someone in airborne state, and let me show you. As shown, your enemies will bounce off from your Air Holdy attack, and mind that the timing is kind of hard, especially with someone that had a bad internet or just plain lagging. So don't hope too much for this one to be useful. And then lastly, the weapon skill now will give you a feint on the last hit, so now it's gonna be super useful skill to head on Iron Knight. Before, it's just a simple 3-hit knockback, which is not bad actually, but we could have something better, right? And it also works as a ground recovery, super nice. And then now we go into the second evolution. Here's a closer look at the weapon. Now it glows on blue, and that's all. First, Iron Knight now got an infinite guard, just like Gladiator and any other heroes that got one too, so that's a good one, I guess. And then next is, it says that Iron Knight get a buff on defense. So basically, it will take a lot more hit to damage him. Usually on the second evolution on any other heroes, you'll get attack buff, but on Iron Knight, they change it into defense. Not bad, to be honest, but I'm really sorry that I cannot really test this one out, and we have to trust the dev K for this one. And then one downside for this second phase is you lose your counter. So if you try to counter, it's just gonna use your weapon skill instead, like this. I'm trying to press the D button and it's just use the weapon skill instead, so yeah, be careful about that. Okay, now the ultimate evolution on Iron Knight. Here is the weapon. It just glow even more, and that's all. First, let's take a look at the gauge down here. We got 60-meter passive, and it's gonna be used for the new half Holdy attack. This is the normal Holdy, a feint, and this one is the half Holdy, a guard breaker. It uses 30-meter of your passive, quite a lot, but you can feel the gauge pretty quick with normal attack that adds 4 points per hit. So normal hit 4 points, and it also still adds 1 point per hit if your enemy blocks your hit. So if they guard it, you're still gonna get 1 point. So it's still nice. So you can be as fierce as you can with the Iron Knight, and it also charges if someone hit you. And the value varies from 4 to 6 points, I guess. It's probably depend on how much damage you take, because every time I test it, it's just random number from 4 to 6. So yeah, probably from damage. And one thing you need to be aware of when doing the guard break is it's not gonna work on someone who doesn't guard. It's just gonna do nothing, a waste of passive. So you need them guarding to succeed the guard break. Otherwise, it's just plain useless and not even a flinch. So basically, no more hitting someone randomly. You need to time it correctly in order to get the most out of it. Train your mind games, everyone. And now we got deflect counter on Iron Knight. It works just like Jin Sasinmu, Gladiator Evo, or Lee. But the thing is, with Iron Knight, the timing for the counter is really short. I don't know if it is a bug or a feature, but it's definitely harder with this one. And I'm not so sure about this one, but the counter is doable, it's just harder one because of that timing. And lastly, you can cancel your guard with a dash. Yeah, this last one is rather stupid in my opinion. It should be a thing on the second evolution when you get the infinite guard itself, but whatever. And I think that's all for Iron Knight evolution. I do think it's a good evolution anyway, because how much they change it with this one. And the guard break is obviously a good feature to have, especially with that mechanic. It at risk in your guard breaker, so you just don't use it mindlessly. And if you don't want to evolve it anyway, all the way to the ultimate, the first evolution itself is already super good, with the dash attack being a stun, and also you get the much better weapon skill. And then I think that's all for me in this one. Once again, a big shout out to Angel Hawk for helping me with today's video. And please subscribe if you haven't, and if you got any question, feel free to ask on the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.